All right, guys, we are back out with some more MX bikes, and I kind of want to see how fast these new OEM preview bikes are. So in order to test that, I'm going to see if I can run my pro time from Millville on the YZ250. And for reference, I ran a 2:05 on this track. So these are the qualifying results from Millville, and the top time, shout to TB, was a 1:59.9. But you can see my time right here, a 2:05 flat. Cutoff for this race was a 2:07. If we can get close to this time, that would be pretty impressive. But to be honest with you guys, I think we're going to be down here. I think we're going to be in the 2:08s. But that's why we're here to test it. Now, since I do know the track and I do know all the lines and everything, I'm just going to do a 20-minute qualifying session. We usually have 30 minutes for the pro stuff, but I figured 20 minutes uncut raw to see if we can run the fastest time possible on this bike is a good idea. So let's start us off. 19 minutes already in count. Holy crap, I forgot that you start so far back from the finish line. To be fair with you guys, I've been spinning some laps on this track. The closest time that I got that I was actually running good was a 2:10. So that's 5 seconds off pace. I started way too close to that finish line. That's all right. We're just going to put down a lap, kind of see how fast we can go. We are on the 120/90 rear tire right now. I'm thinking that's the best way to go, but we can always do some minor changes. I also know that the 90 front is the way to go on the old bikes. I can't remember if there's a 90 front. I think the 90 front for these preview bikes is the Enduro tire, right? So that's not going to work. Oh god, we overjumped that. I was going to do Unadilla because I actually really like Unadilla, and I think it would be a good video. The track is very, very rough, and it would just be really good, you know. But I forgot that they only fixed the server track for cuts. So that, yep, can't do that. I did one lap and it didn't count, so I was like, let's go to a track that actually works, you know. I can totally feel a difference on this bike in certain corners too. I don't know necessarily about the power too much just yet because this is a somewhat of a sand track almost. So I mean, even on the other bikes, this track was pretty slow in general. If I'm not mistaken, my hot lap, I went to the inside here. I think it's pretty good. We got to make sure we get this right here, this little hop over. In the 450s, I wonder if you can actually quad that on the 450s now because you were able to on the old bikes. That was a horrible corner. Come on. Oh, I'm going through this so slow. Oh god, stay alive. I've noticed that these bikes kind of handle really well going down the hill. I did notice when I was doing the practice laps on this section right here was extremely tough. I don't know why, but hitting this double is almost, it feels impossible to get all the way over it. We didn't even really clear. We landed on our back tire and kind of wheelied over it, but don't die. We'll just go outside because I didn't feel like how it'd be safe in the inside right there. All right, what lap time are we running? A 2:10. Like I'm saying, I don't know if I can shed 8 seconds. I don't know if I can shed 5 seconds, man. We already have 1 second, so that's good. Just by hitting the start properly. My gearing is also 1452. I noticed this outside line, you gotta be really touchy on the throttle because your back wheel kind of will spin off. I also noticed that on the corner upcoming here as well. If you go outside and kind of rail it, how you used to be able to on the other bikes, you really get wheel spin. And you kind of lose traction. Didn't mean to do that. But that's alright, it kind of worked out. I will say the front end in the sand feels way better. You're not really losing it at all. That should bump up my time a lot. Only by 0.3. You're supposed to hit the far left on that. That is going to ruin my time. Just keep in mind that I could be up a second here. We also kind of messed up this, right? So it could be up 2 seconds if I didn't mess that up. That still only puts us at 2:08. Oh, that's kind of slow. You can also kind of double, kind of wheelie over that kind of fast. I just popped a wheelie all the way up top. That was actually kind of sick. How fast can we go down the hill? Can we kind of bounce our way down. Outside play is the way. I mean, that was kind of smooth. Oh, we could be up 3 seconds right now if I didn't mess up. See, I mean, like, I really don't know if, like, yeah, it's obviously going to be a little bit different. I think Supercross, we're going to really feel it. But for, like, motocross, I don't know if we're going to feel it as much. Yeah, we probably won't have, like, the crazy lap times anymore. And maybe lap times will be probably pretty close within one another. But personally, I think we're going to be kind of right where maybe cutoff is. Maybe 205s, like top guys, maybe 203s potentially, which is 3 seconds slower than what TB ran, right? Because he ran like a 2.0 or a 159.9 basically. Okay, run it back. But he ran a 159.9, which is absurd. All right, Steiner did as well. He ran like a 2 flat, which is basically the same thing. But I don't know if we'll ever get to those times again, especially on these bikes. The preview bikes are just with the less horsepower, less traction. You just won't see those outrageous times anymore. And like I mentioned in my video, I think that's actually a good thing. I think it's gonna bunch us up a little bit more, and I think that makes the racing a little bit more exciting. However, that could be pretty bad for Poboso physics. What the hell was that? My back end just swapped. Don't know what happened there. Gotta be careful in this corner. Hit the little scrub. Oh god. Yep, don't know how I did that. We're still on the track, don't worry. Oh, this is gonna be so slow. Okay, we are. We gotta redo that. That was so bad. Run it back. That's why I love. Got 20 minutes to do this. You know. That's what I'm saying. I think I can get a 207 potentially. If I can get the time, the cutoff time for EU, that would be freaking exciting. I will show you guys like the NA times, which NA, if you guys didn't know this, they get like track drops at 11 and then qualifying starts at I believe 6 o'clock my time. So, or the track drops at 12 and the NA qualifying starts at 6. So they get roughly like 6. That's not good. They get roughly about 6 hours to practice the track, so the times are gonna be much faster. Maybe not the top times, but cutoff I believe was like a 205 for NA, which is 2 seconds faster than EU. So that's a huge difference when you really think about it. It just means more time on the track for everybody and just learning the lines a little bit better. But that's why I use the EU time, because I mean that's my pro time, and I really don't run hot laps. I really don't. After the race is over, I just call it. I barely touch the track, whether I'm in like pub lobbies or whatever, but I don't ever run heaters, which is probably bad and probably why I don't do so well in like qualifying sessions, but it is what it is. Oh, come on. Oh, I didn't mean to go off the track there, but that's all right. That actually worked out. Look at the time difference. Actually saved me time doing that. I really feel the slipperiness on that corner alone. Oh, God. We can still run a pretty good time. Especially if we go, like, outside here. Scrub this. Okay, well, we didn't really scrub it, but... Look at the time. Like, we gained over, what, 0.4 by just actually clearing that. Nope. That's me sitting down, giving it too much power. The wheel kind of grips up because I'm sitting down, leaning back a little bit. That's one of the changes for these bikes. So that's not good. I only got 10 minutes left to run this. I was trying to think of something to like demonstrate like how fast these bikes are, like comparison to the old bikes. I figured something to this degree would work good, just because I mean we're trying to put heaters down, right? I'm probably not the best example to do this. I probably should have had like someone else do this, but yeah, I mean, kind of works out though. I just really want to see like how much slower I really am on this. Also, I qualified on like a Husky. Obviously, we don't have the Husky preview bike, so I mean, can't really demonstrate it on a Husky. But hey, the YZ250 is still pretty good. I mean, Doc uses it. He qualifies extremely well, so I mean, And I'm using his setup, well, his old setup. I don't know if he changed it or not since he's been using the bike, which he probably has. But I'll make sure to put his setup in the description. Dude, you gotta hit the roller section clean. And then you gotta downside that. Look at the time I just lost by doing all that. That's clean. All right, come on. Oh, God. Oh, God. Stay alive. Okay, we'll go back to inside here. We just lost over a second in the rollers and gained it all back. So, I mean, it's almost like 2 seconds if you think about it. That's what I was doing in the race. I was going like double, double, double. Tripling is good, but I feel like you lose your momentum a little bit. I definitely crashed down this hill a lot. You can absolutely send it on these bikes down this. Oh, it gripped up a little bit too much. I'm in 4th gear. I don't know why I'm in 4th. Let's shift up into 3rd. Get the power to the ground. Seat bounce that. Not looking good. Gotta go inside here. Okay, well, we just ran to 208. So that's the time that I kind of figured that we would be at. But as you guys saw, we can make up a lot of time. I mean, just look at that. We gained over almost half a second. If we don't crash there, we got to figure out how to get through that corner a little bit better. We definitely just went through a SpongeBob. That actually kind of worked out. Okay. No. There it is. I tried to go too fast. That's the crazy thing about qualifying, too, is like you mess up. A lot of people just go back to the pits. Obviously, I'm just going to ride back to the finish line. But you mess up in qualifying, you got to make the track all the way back, right? And restart your lap. It's not like testing where you can just press the button and it resets you. You got to make it all the way back to this, restart your lap, kind of get refocused. It's a big deal, especially for all the top guys and all the guys like on the bubble too, like myself. It's always good to get like one good lap in the very beginning and then kind of just start putting towards like really fast laps. I don't know. I'm going to just complete this lap. No, I'm not. I'm already off the track. But yeah, I mean, if you really mess up, this is what we do. We reset our bike and then we go all the way back to the finish line. This is, I really hope I can put down like a 207, just make it in. I got 7.5 minutes left. Each lap is about 2 minutes. Got probably 3 solid laps left. All right, come on. Gotta make this section clean. And this corner right here. It's cleaner than it was. Oh, nope. Off the track. I'm on 1350. I'm gonna go 1452. Oh, I don't even have a setup on. That's why. I was wondering. This is gonna help. I can't believe I didn't have a setup on at all for all of that. That's actually kind of crazy. Usually I automatically put it on. But, I mean, that's what happens when you're kind of just focused on the video, you know? Alright, come on. Watch me put down like an absolute burner right here. Okay, or just swap. Alright, can we focus up? No, we can't. We're going over the bars. Yep. Alright, people. I mean, this is basically qualifying for everybody. Man, you mess up, go right back. You mess up, go right back. I really want to see where this puts us. I feel like these bikes will be beneficial down the road. It's just going to get some... It's just going to get time... It's just going to take some time to get used to them. You know? Because they're going to be turning differently. The power's going to be differently. The traction, obviously, is different. So everything kind of is... like new for everybody. So if we can kind of figure out how to work make them work better than what they are. Holy crap. How did I just survive that? All right, come on. Oh, I jumped way too far. I didn't even mean to bunny hop over that, but that actually worked out to perfection. Look at the difference in this bike when you have a setup on. Okay, still case the shit out of that. It's alright. Come on. Come on, put the power to the ground. This is what I do. I was just kind of doubling that. I think it's just so much faster than going triple there, especially on the 250. 450s, you could definitely quad it. Well, on the OEMs, you can quad that. I think maybe on the new ones, you probably just go triple. Look at how fast I'm going down the hill. Oh, I thought I lost it for a second. If we can keep this up, should be good. Should be primed for a 207. Get over that. That jump is actually so ridiculously hard. You can kind of see when you lean back, standing up through a corner, your back end kind of slides a lot more. What does this put us? A 206A. Okay, that's not that bad, honestly. It's faster than what I thought. It's not going to be my quality time. I mean, maybe I'm not going all the way out, but I feel like I'm going pretty fast. I would really like to challenge anybody to hop on this and just like put in the comment section, like give yourself 20 minutes and see what you guys can do, you know, on these preview bikes, if you guys have them. Like any of the top guys or anybody in general, just put down 20 minutes and see what time you can run. Because I don't know if we'll get maybe close to top qual, but I think someone might get close to like a 202, especially with the higher skill level than myself. But it has to be on the 250. It cannot be on any other bike. It can be on the Gas 250, but it has to be a 250. All right, this lap's got to be chalked. I'm already a second and a half over. That whoop section, that's a double. Didn't mean to do that. That whoop section is very, very tough if you don't get it. Also, another thing I would like to see is maybe a paddle tire. And just what I mean by a paddle tire is just necessarily like visuals. It doesn't even have to be like a sand. Like just give us a paddle tire visual that's the same tire as the 120, 80 or 90. It just shows as a paddle tire. I think that would be hands down so sick. Come on, stay alive. Oh, that was smooth. Oh, that was also smooth. Oh, I lit up. Come on. No, rip. But how sick would it be to just have like a visual paddle tire, you know? Also, yeah, Enduro is the 90 now. Let's try the 120/80. I just want to kind of see. I know we don't have much time left. The 190 or the 120/90 should help with more of like a rougher track. And then the 120/80, from my understanding, helps with more of like a flat track. So this track isn't that rough. It's a lot more of just sand everywhere, so it makes it more difficult. But let's see. We only got a minute left, but I'm actually surprised that we got a 206. We're only a second off my quality lap too. I mean, I've been practicing, but not like crazy practicing, you know? Okay. Okay, come on. Only 0.8 off, 0.18. Oh, that braking bump is crazy. I've been seeing a lot of feedback on these bikes as well. like whether that's in the comment section of videos, whether that's in the Discord, whether that's on stream. And a lot of you guys are kind of upset about the traction and the power of these, especially the 250s and the 450s, especially 250s. I was telling my boy Davey, I was like, the traction on the lateral turning, and what I mean by lateral turning is just more of like the rollers at an angle. I think that could maybe get some work done, or get some like work done, but overall, I'm not too upset with how the bikes feel. I'm in second gear, and they go to fourth. Look at that right there. Just back in, slide out. Okay. Outside line there is so much faster, but couldn't make it work. Okay, just... Yep, that's it. All right, well, we ran a 206. 206.8. That's not that bad. Obviously, it puts us in of like the pro times. Here, I'm going to show you guys the pro times of where that puts us. All right, so that would put us right here in about 28th, 29th, which is not bad, to be fair. We did beat like the cutoff. Now, I want to show you guys NA, because NA is actually insane at how fast these guys are. Okay, so just for reference, TB, the top qualifier for EU, ran a 159.9. The top qualifier for NA, which has the track for 5.5 hours more than EU, because we get it and we get 30 minutes on the track, and then qualifying happens. NA qualifying happens like 6 hours after track drops, right? They ran 2 seconds faster than the guys in EU, which is insane. A 206.8 doesn't even qualify us for NA. The cutoff was a 205.3. 206.8 puts us in 45th place. Obviously, you got to take it with a grain of salt because it's my skill level. It's not as fast as, say, a K-Dog or a TB, which I kind of challenge them to maybe go back on Millville, see if they can run that same time, you know? But for me personally, I can potentially get my qualifying time, which is like a 205, maybe a little bit higher if I like grind consistently, but a 206 ain't that bad. Yeah, it's about seconds slower than my regular time. In the long run, I think it will be completely fine. I think the times, yeah, they're going to be a little bit slower, but I think the racing is going to be making up for that. I challenge anybody to do this. Hop on a pro track, put 20 minutes on the clock, see if you can run a pro time, see if you can beat your time if you qualify for the pro race. I'm interested to see how you guys do or how close you guys can get, especially like the boy K-Dog or TB, one of those guys, since they were like the top qualifying at Millville. It could be any pro track too. It doesn't really matter what pro track. You can say in the comment section, hey, I did Unadilla my time and then I was this far off or something, you know, so. But if you guys want to see me do this on like the 450, let me know in the comment section. I haven't done a pro race for the 450 yet. I was thinking about doing Ironman on the 450, so maybe I could potentially do that next week to show you guys how much slower the 450s are compared to the OEMs on the brand new Ironman. If you guys would be interested in that, let me know in the comment section below. Thank you guys so much for all the love on all these videos, man. It really does mean a lot to me. Let me know what you guys are thinking about the OEM preview bikes now since they've been out for a few more days. Let me know in the comment section. But I appreciate you guys. Thank you guys so much for the love, and we will catch you guys back here in tomorrow's video. Peace.